Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Savvy Sales Lady Live. This is a random pop in. I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook right now, and I just wanted to reach out to you. Sales is a difficult profession, and anyone that says otherwise is just not being truthful. It's difficult. And while I don't believe in motivation, I do believe in inspiration. Why don't I believe in motivation? Because it's one of those things that's fleeting. It's here for a second, then it's gone. And then you're looking for other things to motivate you. Instead, I believe in looking for things that inspire you, things that will inspire you to be a better you, or to take certain things in your life more seriously that you're kind of have put that you've put on the back burner. Let me say that. So I want to bring you some inspiration this afternoon. It's 12:36 Indie time. It may be different in your part of the world, but I want to give you a little bit of inspiration. So, what prompted this? Last night, I watched John Rich interview on the Shawn Ryan Show. I'm a huge fan of Shawn Ryan, huge fan of everything and everybody that he interviews. So I was watching the Shawn Ryan Show last night, and John Rich said a few things that really stuck with me, really kind of struck me to the point I wrote them down. And let me share a few of those with you because, there's things you've probably heard before. I know I did too. But the story behind how this came about, I thought was fascinating. The first one is find something you can control and control it well. Now, what did he mean by that? He said someone wise told him that one time when the bottom fell out for him in the music industry. He had been fired by Lone Star. Now he found himself struggling to get work. He was about ready to lose his apartment and wasn't earning income. And so a wise man told him, find something you can control and control it well. Well, for those of you that may be looking for the next job, one thing you can control is you can control that every day you get up and your full-time job is looking for a full-time job. You may have seen on other posts that I've done on LinkedIn and Facebook that there was a time in my life where I was in the insurance industry and there was a bunch of acquisitions and mergers going on. Large companies were buying up small regional companies, and I got caught in this spin of getting a job and then 2 or 3 years later being bought by another company and everyone being downsized 9 times in a 17-year period. Well, 17 plus year period. So you can imagine I was always in this free fall of trying to find the next opportunity, the next job, which I always did. But if you're caught up in this losing a job and now you're looking, the thing I did every single day is I got up at my usual time that I would get up in the morning and I would go to work to find my next job. My full-time job became looking for a full-time job. So as John Rich says, find something you can control and control it well. What would be that one thing for you, especially if you feel like you're completely out of control? You have no control over anything. There is one thing you can control, and now go control it well. Okay. Then the next one is something I have said often to sales clients, and that is this: you're never completely free until you can say no. You're never completely free until you can say no to that deal. What do I mean? Well, in the sales world, there's this misconception that if they're on that prospect list, then they're a prospect to close. Not all prospects are meant for you to close them. Not all prospects are good prospects. Not all prospects are the best fit for you or for the company you represent. There have been many times that in insurance world, I turned down deals because I did not want to work with that particular prospect. Or even in my sales coaching and training business, I've turned down deals because I did not want to work with that specific person because they weren't coachable. They weren't willing to learn. They weren't willing to do what it needed to be done in order to be successful. Just because they're a prospect doesn't mean they're a good fit. So listen to your instincts. Listen to the way that they talk to you. Listen to the way that how easily accessible they are, how easily they get back to you. If it's a struggle in the beginning, chances are it's going to be a struggle after you have closed that deal, a constant struggle. So this is where narcissism comes in too. I have had several clients that looked good and sounded good in the beginning. Then all of a sudden, once they became a client, they were changing everything. And they wanted me to do more that was outside of the scope of the project or the deal without willing to pay me more in order to do those things. You have to watch out for those people as well. They kind of are like window dressing. They look good in the window, but then when you actually try the clothes on, oh my, it's a totally different deal. So I want you to keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to walk away from deals that you don't feel good about, or you don't feel good about working with that particular person or that particular business. Okay. I would say if it doesn't feel right, walk away. Truly, I will, from my experience. So I said, not everybody is a good fit. So let me reiterate these two quotes. I got a hair. Sorry about that. Let me reiterate these two quotes that John Rich said. Find something you can control and control it well, which I love. You're never completely free until you can say no. And he was told that by someone talking about music deals. When you can say no to that music contract, you're in a good place. So you're only taking deals that you know are good for you, good for your company, or good for your business. Keep that in mind. Just a little inspiration for today, and just a little bit of clarity about how you can control your world more easily. And it's okay to say no and walk away. And when you can truly do that, you're free. You're absolutely free. All right, everyone, stay savvy. And I'll see you Thursday afternoon for the Savvy Sales Lady Live. Bye-bye.